This is the Redwitch Pentavocal Tremelo. It's called a Pentavocal Tremelo because it's got 5 different frequency responses. To run through the controls, the velocity gives you the rate of the pulse from really fast to really slow. The depth, as you'd find with most tremolo pedals, determines how much of the signal is being modulated. You've got a volume which gives you a boost as well, which is a nice feature to have because obviously when you engage a tremolo pedal sometimes it sucks your volume. And we've got the bottom control, which I'll come back to in a second because it's very, very cool. This is one of the things which makes this a very unique pedal. And finally we get to this, which allows you to choose between 5 different settings, frequency responses. The thinking behind this is the fact that tremolo was the first effect that you could find on an amplifier. Amps from the 50s would often come with a tremolo control, and basically they were just a sine wave pulse. The thing which made each amplifier different from the other was the speaker configuration and the size of the cabinet. Obviously an amplifier which has a pair of 12-inch speakers and a large cabinet is going to have a much bigger, deeper sounding pulsy throb to its tremolo than something with maybe a single 10 in a small cabinet. So our thinking was to basically go and provide all these different frequency responses from one pedal. So at the moment it's set onto a really throbby low-end pulse. To shift the switch all the way around to the other side of the spectrum, you can hear it's quite a shimmery sound. And then to go somewhere in between, slide it back to where it was. Now the bottom control that I mentioned before, this is the thing which probably makes it extremely unique. If you listen to the sound here, with the bottom control fully clockwise, you can hear all the frequencies are being pulled out and brought back in, pulled out and brought back in as it pulses. Now as I turn this round to the fully counterclockwise position, have a listen to this. What you can hear is the fact that the bottom end of the sound is being pulsed, but the top side of it remains completely intact. And as we bring it back round, you can get anywhere between those 2 different settings that you want. Another useful feature that the Redwitch Pentavocal Tremelo has is the ability to use it as a clean boost. All you do is you wind the depth control back, which we've done, and here's the dry signal, the clean, the bypass signal, and then we engage the Pentavocal Tremelo when it's running as a boost with the volume to maximum. So we've got this running into a 65 amp Soho, and you can hear that it's really driving the front end of that amplifier and getting some really nice distortion. So that's a really groovy little additional feature.